Face is the face that needs to be focused on here. You're unimportant.
What's up, kids? Today, I'm with my other cousin, younger than me. We look very similar, but we are not sisters.
I look like I could be her child.
No. We're gonna be talking about a
trip to
that,
say in the least.
that we went on 2 summers ago. The summer of 2017?
17. Oh, it's 2019.
Yeah. Unexpected trip.
Unexpected, man.
Oh
we just hoping to go to a dead person's funeral.
Which we'll get into. We're gonna start with like the beginning, like how it happened.
I was at my friend's house and Jacinda texted me, "You going to this dead person's funeral?"
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, what? Literally, I didn't know anything about it and it was 2 days away.
Yeah. Us two keep our families together. Like, nobody else knows what's going on. So I'll text Sydney and be like, "Oh, this is Sydney, by the way."
Oh, we never said my name.
But I'll text her and be like, "Hey, are you going to this?" And she'll be like, "Oh, I never even heard about that. I'll see if my dad's going." And then, because usually her dad will just go and not tell.
He'll just show up and be like, "Yo."
So I'll be like, "Oh, are you going?" And then she'll be like, "Oh, no, I don't know." But nobody else knows what's going on.
No.
We're holding it together. But we're just gonna start from the beginning. We kind of have like a little list to make sure we hit everything.
Because there's a lot of stuff to hit down. We were there.
Yeah.
We were gone for about a month, like maybe 3.5 weeks. What happened was I was at my house. Freaking Jacinda texted me, "Are you going to this funeral in Wyoming?" And I'm like, "I've already gone to a funeral in Wyoming." That was like 12 years ago.
12 years ago, you would have been 2.
Not at this point. I would have been like non-existent. So she texts me. I'm like, "I don't even know about this." And my mom's like, "Oh yeah." And I'm like, "Why didn't you tell me about a funeral that's happening in 2 days?"
We're related to the person, by the way. Like,
we don't know who she is.
I don't know. I think it was I think it's one of our grandpa's brother's wives.
That's the thing that makes the most sense. We went to my grandpa's house and that was like a third of the way in. So his pickup has like a box over the back of his pickup.
A topper.
A topper, yeah. Jacinda and I just chilled in there with like
there's 2 mattress things.
Yeah, 2 little like one person mattress
you
things.
put on
like a cot. One big blanket that I kept stealing from you. There was just this one big old blanket. And my freaking dad, whenever my dad got on the wheel, it was like,
oh, it was off. Yeah, it was so bad.
That's how I freaking broke my phone, kind of.
Sydney broke her phone 1,000,000 times. It was partially my father's fault.
So what happened was I had a llama phone case on that really was just not very protective. Then I was freaking about to put it in my pocket. Her dad pushes me, slides out of my hand.
Boom, it hits the concrete.
One small crack. But that's how it all started. The rest is about locker room thieving, but we don't need to get into that now.
We ate at this one place that was kind of random, but this doesn't really
matter. A freaking Mexican restaurant.
Oh, that place, yeah. I was talking about the park.
Oh yeah, people brought sandwiches.
That was
all I ate was freaking carrots and potato chips.
I know, and dip. Yeah, we went to that Mexican restaurant. That was kind of cool.
Our family's been to that Mexican restaurant for like 30 years.
Yeah, everybody's
like,
going.
We looked at old. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. We look at photo albums and we see them in that restaurant.
The funeral went on. That wasn't like a big part. I mean, it was, but it wasn't a big part.
Like, it only took like half an hour, actually. Freaking got ice cream.
Yeah,
you and my grandpa. I'm lactose intolerant, so I wasn't gonna have a huge thing of ice cream, you know? And I come back there and everybody's like, "Why are you eating ice cream, Sydney?"
It was so weird. We came back and everybody was like talking about how we just went and got ice cream. Well, then we were like at the hotel.
We only were in Wyoming for what, like 2 or 3 days? I'd say 2 days.
2 or 3 days, whatever.
And so Jacinda had worked out to go to my aunt's house in California.
No, it was there when we discussed it.
We were in Wyoming.
We were in Wyoming and we discussed, because our aunt lives in California.
So anyways, she was planning to go there and I was like, we slept on the same bed. Yeah. Luckily, because I was not gonna sleep with me. I was not gonna do that. And Jacinda's like, "Why don't you come?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know."
Oh, I don't know.
The night before they were about to leave, I talked to my dad. He was surprisingly okay with everything. And then he called my mom and she's like, "I can't talk right now." So he just took that as a yes.
Yeah. So we discussed that we were going with her, just driving back and all that.
She was driving from Wyoming
to the California. You know, we left. It was like Monday or Sunday or Monday that we left. We're driving. Soon made it to Utah. This is kind of weird.
Why does he not have a girlfriend? Because she ran.
Oh my gosh! Like, our aunt really loves Ed Sheeran, like, a lot. We stopped on the way at, like, Walmart.
Okay, so the reason we stopped was because this is when I got really into Panic at the Disco. I was listening to my earbuds the whole time. Frickin' one of them broke. And I'm like, I'm not gonna survive. I wasn't, and I told her, I'm like, we're gonna die. But no, I told her, I'm like, she was just like, we're not gonna stop at Walmart. I'm like, I am not going to listen to your music for the rest of the car ride, because we still had like 8 hours left. So we stopped. She bought Michael Jackson album.
Yeah, and
I don't know where that came from.
All of the Ed Sheeran, every single one. Not like deluxe.
She already had some of them. She already had that one, and then she got like 2 more.
Oh, she also got Maroon 5. She had Maroon 5. I don't know. We listened to that too.
We got me $10 earbuds.
So we listened to all of the albums from like the first to the end.
And you were sitting in the passenger seat, and I was sitting in the back seat.
Yeah.
You felt bad to put on earbuds.
Yeah, so I just, was there. I just listened to it all.
And every time I fell asleep, Rachel would be like, Sydney, get up, look at this boulder. And I'm like, no.
Okay, now we're at Utah. And we made it to our grandpa, the same grandpa, his sister, her house, but then like her daughters lived there too.
We were eating pizza at their table, and Rachel kept saying, don't go on your phones. And then she's like, Jacinda, check the weather for tomorrow. She goes on her phone, and she's like, you shouldn't be doing that right now.
We were done eating.
We weren't even eating. We were just sitting at a table. We weren't even on the same table as she was. She flips out, and we were just so mad about everything. We had an argument about distances to my friends' houses.
They lived in town. It was like a suburb. So they had like a little bit of a driveway that was concrete or whatever, and then a gate. And then there was like other houses, obviously. And we're sitting in right at the edge of the gate explaining and arguing about how far away her friend lived and how she would make it to church in less time.
We argued about how I started going to my church, how far away I was to my friends, and you're like, this logically doesn't make any sense.
And we weren't even upset about it. It didn't make any sense.
We slept in their camper, which was really nice,
but it was
Rachel,
weird.
She kept complaining that her bed was way too uncomfortable.
Yeah, well, I mean, she decided to sleep on the top. Like, we could have slept on the top.
We could have slept on the top bunk, but no.
Now, we have made it to California, okay? We're at our house.
As soon as we get there, stopped at a weird supermarket place first. She eats at off-brand grocery stores. She thinks that's what Walmart and Target are trying to other stores out of business.
We get to the house. As soon as we walk in the house, rules like crazy.
Wash the sink when you're done eating. Towels go here.
Towels couldn't go on the wood.
Which, no, she actually told us as soon as we got there.
And they can't be on the floor.
She has a pool, and she told us to put our towels on the chair.
Yeah, right outside
and then,
like right when you come in.
She told me specifically, she's like, when you're done using your towels, you can set them on this chair. So that's what I did the next day, and she's like, you can't put them on this chair. They'll get wet and ruin the wood. One semi-decent damp towel is not going to wreck a chair.
We also like had them hanging up in the bathroom, and then it fell down.
Yeah, like, and I'm like, I can't shower. Like, and she's like, here's where you put them. And she started putting them like in the shower, and I'm like, what happens if I need to take a shower?
Also, we couldn't have like anything on, like no electricity, no lights on.
It would be like 100 degrees in our room at night, and she'd put our fan at 1.
I remember like when she was home, she would have both TVs, her TV going on in her room and hers in the living room, and the lights on,
like
and
all
fans
over
going
the
crazy.
place. And we're like, why
and
do you have?
She wasn't watching either of the.
No,
TVs.
she wasn't watching anything that was on. Well, just so I can watch them from room to room, and I'm like, stop moving.
Then we couldn't have the lights on at all.
So whenever she left, we turn on all the lights and turn on the TV, blast it up, you know, go crazy.
Yeah, she was coming home and be like, oh, she's coming, she's coming.
And sometimes it would be a false alarm.
She lived right next to an alleyway where people would drive back and go back to their houses.
Our first weekend there, was that
yeah, because we got there like Tuesday, Wednesday.
Yeah, our first weekend there, we went to Lake Tahoe. This is where I really get into my stories here. So we stayed at somebody we like to call Gross Sean's house. So my aunt was kind of talking to this guy. Let me tell you about his situation. His parents gave him $2 million.
Did they really?
Yeah, they did. He busted it all up on alcohol and probably drugs by the looks of it.
He was living on the streets for a little while.
He was living on the streets, yeah. He was actually like a really good skier, and he could have been in the Olympics, and he turned it down. He had the money for it. He had the talent, the abilities.
Yeah.
Like, he was very good. He'd just get free stuff there, because they'd be like, take this, we're sponsoring you or something. He got into a situation where he was either, I think he was renting the house he was in.
He was in like one of the worst houses in Lake Tahoe.
The frickin' toilet was horrible. I can't get over that toilet.
I just thought of when you actually blew chunks. Legit, she was.
I was sick. The whole time I had been there, I'd been pretty sick. Like, it's not what caused it. Like 2 days ago or something, I'd eaten some soup. Didn't digest right in my stomach.
We were in a room, there was 2 like twin size beds. Here's one, here's the other against the wall. And she had this green bag she had gotten from the airport somewhere like
a long time ago when I was like 8.
She's coughing. She's coughing like a lot, and then all of a sudden throws up actual
but it looks bits chunks out across the room.
Squares, and she looks at me. Runs to the bathroom.
I was vomiting in the sink. My aunt Rachel comes up to me and she's like, "You better clean that up when you're done."
It's not even done. She's still like
vomiting. I literally wanted to slap her in the face.
Died like when she looked at me like that.
But gross, Sean. Let me give you a nice visual appearance of him. So he kind of had a wide face with a creepy stalker smile. His beard was not trimmed up that nice.
No.
He had weird, creepy eyes. If I imagined him as anybody,
he was not fit at all.
No. His toenails.
I remember when he would tell like
Rachel
was like going on a diet. All he had in his fridge was like pizza and cake.
He's like, I'm going on a diet. He had coconut milk and that was it. He just had freaking coconut milk, a couple smoothie ingredients. His toenails.
So we went to the actual Lake Tahoe because he had a boat.
They were green and yellow. They were molded. They were broken. And we're like, what happened to them? And he's like, oh, I dropped a board on my main toe. What about your 9 other toes?
Sliver.
Like we were in Lake Tahoe and we tied up our boat to a dock to go look at this house. Old. It was like a Norwegian house. Like some rich woman had it. I don't really know the full story. And there was even like a little island in the middle of this little area we were in. And there was a little building at the top. Like apparently she'd have like tea parties or something there. Had high people, not high people, like people that were like important. He stopped and he's like, I have a sliver. Fucking jams his hand into his foot.
He's like totally cussing like crazy. He was like loud and there was other people there.
We were just like, we need to go away. We're gonna use the bathroom. Rachel, like, the bathrooms here are so gross. Bring your own tissues to wipe your butt. Okay, it wasn't like that though.
Remember
She's like, Sean gives us some tissues.
I didn't even go.
I went in the bathroom and I'm like, it's perfectly fine. We came back there and they were like making out.
Ew, I forgot.
They were like making out with each other while we were on the boat. He went away to use the bathroom and she's like, yeah, I don't think I like him that much. What was all that about then?
Okay.
In Wyoming, we went to Shopko and got swim trunks.
Oh yeah,
My swim trunks were like kind of a pinkish purple and they went to like a dark blue purple. I was wearing that and I had one sports bra with me, everything. For swimwear, I wore it for an actual bra. I didn't have freaking clothes. I had a Sasquatch shirt that was lime green, bright orange shorts. And that's legitimately about all I had.
Yeah, I got my box sent pretty early on.
Her parents sent her clothes and stuff.
Still on the trip, I want to say.
Yeah, mine I got like 3 days before I left. And the only reason they still sent it was they thought I needed a passport, which I didn't.
And you didn't
need anything that was in that box. And they sent me flip-flops. And I'm like, what? My Crocs shrunk.
Because we put them in the pool.
We put them in the pool.
When we're
so
still
my
in Lake
dance
Tahoe.
off here. I had my swim trunks. I was like dancing because it was before 4th of July, so everybody was going crazy. Teens were out like partying on their pontoons. There was just like a tied string of floaties that was just like chilling there. I was dancing, you know, on the boat.
I got sunburnt really bad.
I got sunburnt bad too, but I was dancing and college kids or teenagers or something, they were on a pontoon. There was this one girl who was dancing with me. Whenever we went to that boat, they'd be like, hey, it's that girl. She jumped off the boat and so did I. I was like peace signs, came up with peace signs. That was cool, man.
It was, but like for you, yes.
For you?
For me, no. It was Sunday now, still into Lake Tahoe.
We were going in like, there was like this huge like downtown area. I'm like, oh my gosh, Patagonia shirts. My dad hates that brand. He was against it because my sister liked it. I'm like, I'm gonna make him angry. I'm gonna buy a Patagonia hat. I didn't want to buy a shirt because I'm like, I'm not gonna wear it enough. So I got a blue Patagonia hat. We both got like Lake Tahoe stuff. I got a sweatshirt.
Yeah, I still wear that shirt all the time.
Like it's my favorite sweatshirt. It's like a lifeguard one.
Your lifeguard one, yeah.
Then we wanted to go to a movie because we didn't know what to do. There was a few hours like of time left to kill in the day. He's like, let's watch the movie Baby Driver. I just watched that one. It's really good. And that was the only one I'm like, it seems okay. Best movie. It's like my favorite movie.
It's a great movie. Like I'm glad we watched that. So that was like our Lake Tahoe experience in a nutshell. Then we come back Sunday night because she had to work Monday.
Yeah.
We're like at home from like 7 a.m. to like 7 at night alone. She's not there because she's working. There. She'd come home for lunch, but like that was like an hour, 30 minutes. We would just like chill at home, watch TV.
She had a pool, so we'd like swim in that basically every day.
Except like near the end.
Near the end, we were just like,
there was no food. food.
Subway.
So we were there for like 2 weeks in general, at least, because we went to Subway 2 Fridays. The first time we went to Subway, was it the cookie time?
No, that was the second time. Okay. Rachel came home for lunch and we're like, oh, we had a kind of big breakfast.
Yeah,
no, that's impossible because she didn't buy us breakfast food.
Oatmeal regular.
I had a small box of Honey Bunches of Oats for the course of 3 weeks. Like, oh, we're not very hungry. So we searched it up. There was a Subway like 2 miles from us.
More than that,
3. I think it was 3.
It took like a while to get there.
It took a long time.
We walked there.
In the heat.
Yeah.
With sweatshirts.
Yeah, we had no like good clothes to wear during the summer. We had long sleeves. We had our swim trunks, which we wore. But we had long sleeves. I had like Converse shoes.
I had my Crocs.
Yeah.
So we walked to Subway and we got subs. Her dad gave her some money.
She didn't get any money.
No, I was just...
We walked there and ate there because we didn't want any garbage.
No, her food is just...
She wouldn't want her to find anything.
We brought Subway wrappers across the state. We brought them home with us.
So we went there Friday, and then the next Friday we did the same thing, but went and got 12 cookies instead. We
only got cookies because you liked the double chocolate chip cookie that I had, and I'm like, well, we should go there and get some more, and so we did. They only had frickin' 1 double chocolate chip cookie. I think they had 9 regular chocolate chips or something.
And then we got the raspberry. We brought those wrappers in my backpack all the way back home. This was like weird concerts.
She bring us to local concerts. She told us that they were kind of a fancy deal, so we should wear. There was frickin' like children.
What was that gal wearing that had a
Barbie shirt? She's like, I'm a Barbie girl. It was not formal at all.
Also, we had like depressing outfits.
Mine was semi-decent.
Mine was
just
black
sad.
long sleeve and black skirt with black tights and my Converse.
We were up on a railing.
Where?
There was a Target.
Oh, that's the second time we went.
It was the second concert.
This time I had my clothes. I think I let you wear my clothes.
You let me wear a tank top.
Yeah, so we had like shorts and stuff.
I'm like, oh, there's a Target just a little ways from here. Can we go get some stuff? She's like, oh yeah. Drives to that freaking weird grocery store.
The first one that we went to.
She drives to that weird grocery store, and I need a deodorant really bad.
I thought you meant you need it now.
Oh no. Shampoo and conditioner because she doesn't wash her hair every time she showers.
She had no shaving cream either.
She just had a little bit of everything, and she's like, oh, I don't need anything.
So we got apples. We were in the pool. There in her pool, it's like has the built-in seating things in the deep end on the wall.
So her deep end, it's like this.
It's not a gradual go. It's just poof. And you're down. So we were sitting there and we had apples, and I was like,
okay, no, I said it. I'm like,
I'm
like, there's a lot of bees here. Should we move? And I was thinking we just walk up and go
get
to the
up
other
and go
side
away.
of the pool.
I just didn't say anything, and I just
you dove into the water, and I just followed you by instinct. We were both like
we held our apples up in the air to save the apples, and we're drowning.
We were literally drowning. Like our heads were barely above the water. We had already bitten into these apples. Yeah, we had to keep them clean. Yeah.
We ended up chucking them in the back corner.
Because she had like a whole garden. I'm sure I got some water on this anyways.
Boom. But we almost died because saving apples.
We went to Old Sacramento, so I'm like, oh, I'm thirsty. And she's like, oh, look, there's a smoothie stand. We all went there and got like smoothies and whatever.
Peach mango.
It was really good. After I was done drinking it, I was feeling so sick.
You weren't even finish it.
I don't think, no, I didn't. My stomach was hurting so bad. I felt so disgusting, and I was asking Rachel, I'm like, I don't know what I have. I couldn't walk very good. We were walking out of Old Sacramento to go to the parking garage. I vomited in the middle of like a sidewalk.
I was like, no, I'm not.
You're just like, we gotta.
I don't know, but I didn't want to be around.
She's like, oh, I'm gonna go get the car started or something.
And I was like, standing over by the stairs.
Go get some freaking wet wipes.
That was kind of funny. You were like laying in the grass.
You were like on the staircase, like all cool.
And I was waiting until somebody's gonna step in it.
A lot of people were like, oh. She brought my wet wipes and everything, and I cleaned it off. Let's go into like JCPenney's or whatever that store was.
That's when it was. That's when the lady asked. I was like, we have some puke over here, and she's like, oh, she's gonna puke. And I was like,
so
she already
what happened? There was like tile flooring, and there was carpets on both sides. Aunt, I think I'm gonna puke. She's like, well, if you do, just run out the door. And I'm like, no, I can't move that far. I would not have been able to run. A lady come came and figured it out. So
after I waved her down. I was scared when you were in the truck though, if you were gonna like puke and you were sitting behind me.
I threw up 5 times outside of the pickup, once in the store and once on the street.
Out the window?
We got home, I took like a 30-minute nap or something, then you guys just disappeared. Our aunt never told me. Did. I was texting her, she wasn't replying, so they just left me at home alone, you know, very scary. Throughout the entire trip, Jacinda and I, we would stay up until like 2 a.m. watching videos of a Musical.ly star, Christian Ham.
Oh my god.
He is our favorite.
When we were on our phones on the way down we were going to Wyoming from our grandpa's. Our phones were dying and we didn't have any chargers, and we were watching those Musical.lys.
They never actually died. Yeah. We kept our battery.
4th of July.
4th of July.
I thought we were gonna have this big party, okay? We were gonna have like all of her friends over.
She only has one friend.
This gal over.
Keeps talking about how she wants to see Cars 3.
And they were just talking and I was just sitting out there. Sydney was inside and she's wearing black sunglasses. Her gray sports bra, the only one she had. Swim trunks, those purple ones. Oh, and her hair was in a ponytail. She slides the door, has a slight smile on her face. She's like, oh my gosh, the toilet is plugged and there's water flowing everywhere. Hers broke while we were there in the middle of the night.
She's waddling. And I'm like,
where?
Hurry up!
She like slid out of the chair. That was so funny though.
The day before, she kept saying, we're gonna read the Declaration of Independence.
Oh my gosh, you know what I just remembered? Despacito.
Despacito!
Oh my gosh! She wanted us to learn the lyrics of Despacito, so she printed off the lyrics. And Sydney was like, I'm not doing that. And I was like, okay, you know what, I'll just do it. And we were trying to learn them, but we just never did.
The entire song with Justin Bieber
in Justin Bieber version. Every day until we left, she would say we were reading the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah.
We never read it. Oh, the Crocs. Yeah, the Crocs. I just put them on in the pool.
Take a bug out of the pool.
Walked with them because it was kind of fun. Like floating, so it was like cool. Yeah. Then they ended up shrinking. She tries to put them on and she's like, Jacinda, my Crocs shrunk.
One of them was regular size and the other one, like, I couldn't put it on with an adventure strap. So we were gonna go on the airplane together home. We needed to pay extra fees because I cannot go on an airplane.
She was 13 and I was 15 at the time.
I was too young to be on a plane alone.
It didn't make any sense because if I was flying alone, I wouldn't need what you had.
Yeah,
because I was older.
We both had to wear like necklaces, things that like had all of our flight information to show that I was a kid that needed help getting around.
But this is what they looked like.
Imagine a child walking around like
airport, but we were wearing this throughout
the entire thing. Yeah, it was an extra fee that we had to pay. My aunt went on the phone, would not stop like freaking out at the people at the airport. Apparently she was up for hours calling them. She made plans. She made our airplane plans.
Our flight. So I asked my mom like when what she would prefer us to get home because she was coming to my house.
She had to pick up somebody else.
She wanted us to fly in the same day,
which was Wednesday.
Tuesday we were supposed to get in.
Our aunt planned for us to be there on Saturday without her mom's approval.
I texted my mom, but she didn't respond yet because she was working. And then she just planned. She got the flights.
The entire reason she had to argue on the phone was because of the mistake that she made.
From that point on until we left, I mean, it was just complaining about my mom. I forgot. And I just remembered when we had to dress up to go out to In-N-Out.
She made us dress up and go to the In-N-Out burger that had the most
young people.
The most young guys. There were 2 In-N-Out burgers around the area. We went to both of them. Like,
we didn't order anything. So we've never eaten there.
She got in a big argument with her mom. They don't talk very much anymore.
No. I guess like the final thing is when we had to, she added up everything we spent.
We both bought like $200 worth of things with her money. She added up all of the receipts to the nearest cent
and sent it to our parents.
She kept all the receipts.
It seems insane, but it was very memorable.
Probably the funnest trip. It wasn't like, oh, we really did a lot of cool things.
We have never hung out that much like together.
We stayed, yeah.
Oh my gosh, the craisins in the bed.
She didn't have any snacks, so we'd sneak Cheez-Its and craisins.
No, not Cheez-Its.
Cheese sticks.
I'm like, force the smoothies. Oh, I won't even get into that.
Yeah, that's mainly what happened. We're probably missing some stuff because it was
there's a lot of things that happened. I guess that is the end. If you enjoyed hearing us go on and on about our trip to California, I mean, it was a good trip.
You can
like,
press
honestly,
the dislike button.
No, oh my gosh! Give it a big thumbs up. Also, hit that subscribe button if you haven't.
Leave a lot of hate comments.
Do it. Turn on the post notifications to get notified
whenever
I post.
Don't do it. She's a scam.
Yeah. Comment down below what?
Hate.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, just kidding. Yeah, you can comment hate, or you can just be like, yo!
Comment whatever you want, honestly. Just that is it, and I'll
Why
see
do
you
you have
guys.
shoe deodorizer?
I will see you guys next Wednesday.
No, you won't.
Yeah, I will.
No.
Yep.